your visit on the scoreboard, the Walthill Blue Jays.
Go, Blue Jays!
And we are set to go for Mponka High School for the Class D1 Area 5 Subdistrict title game between the top seed Randolph Cardinals and the 2 seed of the Walthill Blue Jays. Again, I'm Sports Director Aaron Scheffler. At the coverage here is Joe Recolita, studio engineer, here on KTCH Emerson, Wayne, Randolph, the Big Red Country 104.9, and online at WayneDailyNews.com. Walthill will work it left to right on your radio dial as the the Cardinals just the opposite, right to left. As it will be Smith tipping off here for Walthill. On the other hand, again, will be Landon Anderson for the Cardinals. Ball tipped toward the Cardinals bench, and it's going to be last touched out of bounds, they say, by Randolph. So first possession will go to the Walthill Blue Jays. As it will be Grayson Hallowell bringing the ball in the front court. Works it now right side top of the key for Jaden Sheridan, team leader in scoring with 14 points. Little zone defense here, and already have a turnover early going. As here come the Cardinals the other way. Logan Nordhus forces the first steal. He'll shoot a jumper, right elbow, no good. Fight for the rebound is taken defensively by Hallowell. Hallowell running the points in the front court early going. 7:39 to play in the opening quarter, scoreless ball game. Jaden Sheridan. Tough top part of that 2-3 zone. He's trying just running a X offense basically, and the back-to-back turnovers on Walthill. As this time Jaden Sheridan overthrows the bottom of the zone, and it goes out of bounds. So Randolph will set up their press break offense because they got a little press going on by the Walthill Blue Jays. Early trap in the backcourt is evaded by Nordhus. Back on the front court we go. Here's Logan Nordhus. Has possession with the top key, Landon Anderson. Landon Anderson, right side into the hands of Stubbs. Mason Stubbs back to Anderson, left wing. Matchup defense here from the Blue Jays. Ball skipped right side. Logan Nordhus almost lost the handle. Nordhus backs away from the defense. 7 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Still scoreless ball game in our D1-5 Subdistrict Championship game. As ball goes left side for Anderson. A jumper swishes the first points for the Randolph Cardinals. Landon Anderson knocks it just inside the arc left wing, and the Cardinals take an early 2-0 lead. So Sheridan goes the other way, works it now left side, just basically throwing over the top of the 2-3 zone. Now they finally get it inside, but it's poked away. But right back into the hands of the tallest guy on the court, Kobe Smith. Second on the team in scoring, averaging 13 points per game, but he stands 6'4". Saw him dunk a few times in pregame warm-ups. He didn't have an opportunity to dunk there as the Cardinals break the press into the front court. Ball in possession of Connor Bloomquist, picks it up the dribble, now goes left side in the hands of Stubbs. Stubbs now going to go back out to Bloomquist, swung right side to Landon Anderson. Coach Mark Anderson on the bench sets up a set play here. Landon Anderson bounce right side. Here's Denton Cool. Top of the key, 3 on the way. Nordhus, Logan Nordhus will knock down the triple straight on. And back to a 5-2 lead. Cardinals take it, 6:05 to play in the opening quarter. Sheridan, as well as Porter, just playing keep away in the top of that 2-3 zone offensively. Now they get it inside the arc to Hallowell, and Hallowell gets around the defense, and he'll get a layup to fall up and good. Hallowell averaging 9 points per game for the Blue Jays, makes it a 1-point game. But quickly in the front court, Stubbs 2-on-1, dishes it right side. Cool will finish at the right block. Assist that time for Mason Stubbs. Stubbs almost gets a steal in the backcourt as Sheridan finally breaks into the front court and gets through the traveling violation, taking 2 steps. Bounce pass goes over to the far corner. First touch here for Webster. He's going to work it back inside now for Hallowell, who made the bucket last time down, lost a handle, kicks it out top key to Sheridan. Sheridan with possession, works it back on the right side. 5:17 to play in the first quarter. As ball goes inside from Porter, down low to the big guy, and it's going to be a layup up and good for DeAndre Webster. He's another double-figure average, averaging 12 points per game. 7-6, the Cardinals lead by 1. Back in the front court, Logan Nordhus deep in the paint, gets it back outside to Cool. Didn't Cool. Nordhus swung left side, now back in the hands of Stubbs. Matchup defense from the Blue Jays. Yet to stop a stoppage of play here for either a foul or a timeout. As Logan Nordhus takes the extra pass left wing. Three good. Logan Nordhus has knocked down 2 triples. He leads the team in scoring with 6 points, and it's a 4-point lead for the Cardinals. 10-6 Cardinal lead, 4.5 to play in the opening quarter. A little deep in the chant in front of us here from the Randolph faithful. Nolan pass goes inside, so Smith couldn't handle the pass that time. It was basically a pass from the left wing to Porter, from Porter to Smith, and it goes out of bounds. Another early turnover here in the possession as the Blue Jays trying to force a turnover in the backcourt with their full court press, but Randolph breaks it with ease again. Cool pass inside, though we have a turnover in the backcourt as Kobe Smith steps in and takes it away. As here comes Sheridan back in the front court, works it now left side in the hands of Webster. Webster back outside to Porter. Porter now trying to get it inside to Hallowell. No good, so they're going to shoot a 3. Webster will drain the triple far corner. Answer back with a triple of their own, and Webster has a team-high 5 points for the Blue Jays, who find themselves down by 1, 10-9. Under 4 minutes to play in the opening quarter, and ball goes back in the front court. This time it's Bloomquist. Back outside to Stubbs. Another set play here from Coach Mark Anderson on the sideline. Logan Nordhus has 2 triples. He has the hot hand, I would say. Cool goes inside, back outside to Logan Nordhus, but he pumps on the 3. Here's Stubbs with possession, drive all the way in, a block shot down low, and going the other way in transition. Here's Hallowell, on the baseline, drives down low, wide open opportunity for a 3. Webster drains another triple. That's Porter. 21 and 22 have the same exact body frame, and they're both knocking down triples. And now back to a Walthill lead, 12-10. Tool back out top of the key and in possession of Landon Anderson, that is. Stubbs now works to the right side for Cool. And it's Denton Cool back outside for Anderson. Top of the key, Logan Nordhus gets around the defender, draws the contact, nothing called. Offensive rebound, putback is good, and 1 for Logan Nordhus. Nordhus, team high 8 points, first team foul on the Blue Jays. Personal foul number 1 called on Casey Porter, team's first as well. Also substitution as Sheridan, team leader with 14 points average-wise. He steps out for the first Walthill substitution. And Orion Lamotte steps in the competition here for the Walthill Blue Jays. With that bucket, Anderson ties it up 12-12. Foul shot is no good, though, to regain the lead. But he does have a team-high 8 points. 12-12 tie, 2:50 to play in the opening quarter. That was the first stoppage of the first quarter via foul. As the ball goes left side, Porter hit a triple last time down. Hallowell goes inside. Block shot by Logan Nordhus in the paint. And here comes Stubbs the other way. Takes the hand off the Cool. Cool wide open near corner. He'll drive on the baseline around Webster. Layup is good. And Denton Cool gets his first bucket of competition. Check that, 4 points of competition. And the Blue Jays, the Cardinals, regain the lead up 14-12. Walthill with possession. Reaching foul now time on Randolph, their first team foul. And it's Denton Cool picking up the first personal. Substitutions coming in for both teams. Andrew Snorer, first substitute bench off the bench for the Cardinals. And in for the first time, Tyler Lovejoy for the Blue Jays. 14-12, a Cardinal lead. 2:19 to play in the opening quarter. 3 on the way from Lamotte, left it long. Fight for the rebound, taken by Webster. Putback is up and good, and 1. Answer why don't you? And Webster, 5, make it 7 points for him on the night. And that's the second team foul on the Randolph Cardinals. And first personal foul on Landon Anderson. Foul shot up and coming here for DeAndre Webster. As the Cardinals missed their end one opportunity last time down. Webster, the lefty, will make it, though. As he takes it a lead right back to the Blue Jays, 15-14. Denton Cool, 2-on-1, drives inside on Webster, has help from Nordhus, who kicks it out top of the key 3. Bloomquist gets the friendly roll. Connor Bloomquist, first points of competition. 4th Cardinal to score, and they regain the lead for Randolph, 17-15 on that triple there. Again, for Bloomquist, they called it. Ball goes inside, quickly taken away. Lovejoy lost the handle. That's Tyler Lovejoy off the bench for the Blue Jays. Logan Nordhus comes up with the ball. Anderson works at top of the key, now left side for Cool. Denton Cool now top of the key. Here's Logan Nordhus. Right side, newly checked in the ballgame, Andrew Snore, first touch in the front court. 3 on the way for Landon Anderson. Rattles in, rattles out, and a defensive rebound into the hands of Porter. Porter, long orange sleeves and all, will take it in the front court. Works at night, top of the key. Webster gives it right back to Porter. Both those two guys have hit a couple threes. And Porter takes the left wing, pumps on the 3. Goes inside to Tyler Lovejoy. Gets around the defense, and a layup is blocked by Landon Anderson. Anderson, though, loses the handle, and he is going to foul Walthill player, number 20, Kobe Smith, who fought hard after he missed the shot. His shot got blocked, actually. And then Landon Anderson got the ball stripped from behind. His second personal foul, team's third. Walthill has one team foul of their own. And to the foul line for the first time tonight, we'll see Kobe Smith step up. As DeAndre Webster knocked down the first foul shot and one opportunity. First foul shot for Smith is no good. Still with his 2 points on the game. As Randolph will step out, Anderson with those two personal fouls, bring in Judson Hickson for the first time tonight. 17-15, Randolph still leads by 2, minute 6 to play in the opening quarter. As Smith looking to make it a one-point ball game. Second foul shot after he missed the first one is up and good. Smith, 3 points on the night, averaging 13 points on the season. As Schnorr takes the inbound, trapped in the corner, and Coach, that's going to be our first timeout on the court. Coach Mark Anderson takes a 30, will take one with him. 1:02 to play in the opening quarter. It's Randolph by 1, 17-16 over Walthill. We're back in 30 seconds on Big Red Country 104.9.
You gotta love these kind of games, boys. You gotta love these kind of games, boys. Best kind of game to have.
Both teams with 4 players putting some points on the board. As the Randolph Cardinals edging so far about the end of the first quarter. 17-16, 1:02 to play in the opening quarter. Logan Nordhus, team high 8 points for the Cardinals. And on the other end, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points for DeAndre Webster for the Blue Jays. Bloomquist takes it in the front court. Each team using 2 substitutes off the bench. Bloomquist, that hit a 3 earlier this quarter, goes out left side to Denton Cool, drives around the defense, finds a wide open 3 for Logan Nordhus. That's his third triple of the game. Logan Nordhus, hot hand, breaks the double-digit barrier first with 11. He averages 19 per game. And a steal in the backcourt. It's Schnorr on the pick in the backcourt. Here's Logan Nordhus, finds the left side, some help, and a kiss off the glass for Justin Hickson. That's going to get the Cardinal fans fired up as it's a 4-0 rally. Check that 5-0 rally. A 3-pointer for Anderson, or excuse me, Nordhus, and a 2-point bucket for Hickson. Ball far corner, Webster. He has a couple threes already, and he has the hot hand. Knocked down another triple, you say. He has 11 to lead the Blue Jays in scoring to make it a 3-point ball game. 10 seconds to play till the end of the first quarter. Cardinals can hold for the last shot. It's Schnorr. 2-on-1. Cool goes left side, layup no good. Deep with the rebound. Kobe Smith, a half-court buzzer beater shot, just off the mark to the right. And with it, what a great first quarter of play, folks. And we saw 3 more of those. Randolph has knocked down 4 team threes. Logan Nordhus, 3 of those 4, as he leads the team in scoring with 11 points for the Cardinals. On the other hand, a team 3 3-pointers for Walthill, 2 of them from DeAndre Webster. He has 11 as well, and it's a 3-point ball game. 22-19, we start second quarter action from Ponca High School in D1-5 Subdistrict title game in boys basketball. A 3 on the way for Stubbs is no good. He's scoreless on the ball game. Also, Randolph Cardinals, 5 different players to score in the first quarter. The Blue Jays had 4. Ball worked at left side. Back in the ball game, Lamont goes right side 3 for Porter. He had the other 3-point bucket, but he airballs that wide left, and a deep at the rebound for Landon Anderson. Here's Stubbs in the front court. Near corner, Denton Cool drives the baseline around Webster. Pass deflected. Logan Nordhus, though, kicks it back out to Anderson. Right side for Anders Schnorr. Here's Landon Anderson, top of the key, takes a screen right from Nordhus. Now Logan takes the ball. Has a free lane, but he's cut off quickly as it's going to be Stubbs, top of the key for Cool. Drives around Webster, and it's going to be a foul on the shot, they're going to say, or on the ground. Webster reaches in for the personal foul, only the team's second, and it is going to be a shooting foul. 2-shot foul coming up for Denton Cool. Second team foul here on the Blue Jays in first half action, second quarter that is, of course, and Webster picks up his first personal foul. Cool had a bucket in the first quarter of play, and he will miss the first foul shot as the Cardinals 0 of 2 from the foul line. Denton Cool actually scored 2 buckets in the first quarter, I apologize. He has 4 points on the team's second on the scoring column, behind, of course, the 11 of Logan Nordhus, who missed the other foul shot. And still 0 from the foul line as Denton Cool goes 0 for 2. 22-19, same score at the end of the first quarter as Porter goes far corner to Webster. Webster skips it right side in the hands of Lamont. Lamont takes it on the right wing, looking to try and break this 2-3 zone. 3 on the way. Sheridan gets a score. He's the team leader with 14 points per game. His 3 rattles in and out. And a defensive rebound goes to the hands of the Cardinals. We'll see Halliwell checking next dead ball for the Blue Jays with 6:35 to play in the second quarter. Schnorr, who came in the end of the first quarter, remains in the second quarter for the Cardinals. Denton Cool looking top of the key. Actually, he's looking to bounce down Webster. Haney throws it away. Cool throws it right into the hands of Kobe Smith. And here comes Porter in the front court. The long orange sleeves, and Porter, the lefty, works at far corner to his fellow lefty, Webster. No 3 on that time. And it's going to be a turnover in the backcourt. Denton Cool turns it over in the backcourt, and Walthill gets another opportunity as Halliwell steps back in the game for the Walthill Blue Jays. And back in the game here is going to be Connor Bloomquist for the Randolph Cardinals. 22-19. Same score at the end of the first quarter. Randolph leads by 3, 6:10 to play in second quarter action. It's Jaden Sheridan. Works at top of the key against this 1-3-1 zone here from the Randolph Cardinals. Sheridan now left side for Porter. Porter splits the defense. Little high-arcing left-handed hook shot, and it's going to hit the top of the bar that's holding the hoop, and that's going to be out of bounds. Normally where maybe a shot clock would be at, of course, in college basketball, but it's going to be a turnover. That's the case. So the Cardinals don't give up any damage after they turn the ball over in the backcourt, and Logan Nordhus works at right side for Stubbs. Mason Stubbs, though, dribbles it off his shin, almost out of bounds, and now it's going to be Nordhus, top of the key, way out by the 10-foot volleyball line. And now Bloomquist takes the left side. Landon Anderson had an opportunity for the shot, but it's swung all the way to right side for Logan Nordhus. Logan back to Schnorr, swung left side. Here's Landon Anderson, near corner. Stubbs finds Logan Nordhus inside, but his shot is blocked by Smith. Smith picks up a couple blocks here, and now here comes Halliwell into the front court. And it's 3 team fouls for the Cardinals, 2 for the Blue Jays, and it's Smith looking left side. Sheridan, too hard of a pass, goes off the fingertips of Webster on the baseline. Another turnover on this Walthill Blue Jay squad. We're still scoreless, and we're about to the halfway point in the second quarter. 5:16 to play in the second. Logan Nordhus still leading a 2-on-1 opportunity. Layup is good. Shuts down the scoreless drought and makes the second quarter points for either team. And Nordhus now has a team-high 13 points. Going to be a body foul in the shooting motion, I believe. And Halliwell will go to the line for 2 shots. So quickly the other way, the Blue Jays drive inside, and it's going to be Connor Bloomquist reaching in for his first personal foul, team fourth. 24-19. Cardinals lead the Blue Jays, and we'll see 2 foul shots here from Halliwell. Of course, the Randolph Cardinal fan base not liking it. Thought Halliwell took an extra step, but of course the Walthill Blue Jay fan base will like it as they get their first points in second quarter action. And Halliwell picks up his 3rd points of the game. He had the early bucket inside the paint. Basically a smaller guard, but he stands amongst the big boys down low, and Halliwell will make both foul shots. The guy that averages 9 points per game, he's up to 4, and makes the 3-point game 24-21. Schnorr takes the inbound and quickly gets to the front court, but loses the handle. He gets his dribble back, though, but Porter takes it away, and he fouls. It's a steal and a foul the other way, and we'll be seeing a substitution here by Mark Anderson as Mason Stubbs picks up the first personal foul, team's 5th. We'll see Andrew Schnorr step out. Denton Cool back in the ball game. And we'll see a timeout on the court by the Walthill head coach, Ryan Stransberry. Will take one with him. 4:54 to play in second quarter actions. Randolph 24, Walthill 21. Back in 30 seconds on Big Red Country 104.9.
Tripod. Come on now,
Jeff. 3-point ball game, just like it was at the end of the first quarter. Both teams getting 2 points each, as it was Logan Nordhus, a 2-point bucket, and a Graydon Halliwell for Walthill with 2 foul shots. Walthill has possession off the turnover and a foul by Randolph as Webster goes inside. Their first touch in the paint, touch pass to Howell, and he gets another points in the paint. He has now 6 points on the night, 4 in the second quarter. Back to a 1-point ball game, but Denton Cool goes at the body of Webster. He's shut down. Back outside Logan Nordhus. Jumper no good. Defensive rebound for Halliwell. And Walthill goes the other way. A lot of body contact, as we'll see the officiating crew kind of let him play through some contest as Webster, works at top of the key, Meriden. 3, rattles out, deep at the rebound for Connor Bloomquist. 1 point ball game, 24-23. Cool works at near corner for Stubbs, pass from the 3. And a 3-point shooting affair for both teams as Logan Nordhus takes the right side, far corner for Anderson. That's Landon Anderson, takes a screen left from Stubbs, now back top of the key, swung left side, into the hands of Denton Cool. Cool jumper over Webster, good. Hits the 2-point jumper, and Denton Cool is up to now 6 points in competition. He missed 2 foul shots earlier this quarter, but extends the lead back to 3, 26-23. 3:45 to play till halftime. Webster stuck in the corner, swings it back out to Porter, who gives it right back to him. Now it's going to be in the hands of Sheridan. He's trapped top of the key. Porter bounce pass inside of Howell. Sheridan inside of the big man, Kobe Smith, the 6'4" big man, gets around the defense of Bloomquist, and Kobe Smith picks up his 5th points of competition. Makes it another 1-point ball game. 26-25. Randolph still leads, and it's going to be Stubbs with possession. Works at top of the key for Bloomquist. Bloomquist, of course, trying to get it inside this matchup defense from the Blue Jays. As Bloomquist back outside. Here's Cool. Jumper over Webster. Hit it last time. Not this time, though. And Howell going to lead the break. 1-on-2. No advantage, but he takes it anyway, and he draws the contact. No foul called there as the officiating crew letting him play. Denton Cool goes the other way, and Webster tries to block his shot, but he alters it. And both teams missing easy layups, you would say, but contested by the defense. 26-25, score remains the same. Randolph up by 1 as it's Walthill with possession. 2:40 to play till halftime. Smith takes it near corner. Back outside here to Howell. A jumper from the right elbow, no good. Tip out by Smith, but into the hands of the Cardinals in Stubbs. So it will be Landon Anderson taking the ball in the front court. Closer ball game than Coach Mark Anderson would like to see as Nordhus swings it left side in the hands of Cool. Denton Cool now here to Stubbs. Stubbs looking inside for Logan Nordhus, not there. Now right side it goes. Landon Anderson against this tough defense. Little flex offense here as Nordhus works at near corner for Cool. Back outside Logan Nordhus has a couple threes already. No good though. It's off the top of the noggin of a Walthill player, and possession will stay with Randolph. The 2 substitutes that substituted in for Walthill in the first quarter are back in the game, as both Lamotte as well as Tyler Lovejoy are back in for the Blue Jays. Both teams don't really go deep on their bench. Of course, the Randolph Cardinals only substituting 2 as well. 2 minutes to play till halftime. 26-25. Randolph leads by 1. Low-scoring affair here in the second quarter. But, of course, 6-4. The Blue Jays have outscored the Cardinals in the second quarter that have come within 1. It's going to be Landon Anderson. Lost the handle. Kobe Smith. Can we see a dunk? And it's going to be nope, a right-hand layup as Smith took off from about the foul line. And Kobe Smith get an easy right-hand layup on. He has 7 points on the day to regain the lead for the Blue Jays. And we go the other way, and a defensive foul on the ground against the Walthill Blue Jays. And Walthill fan base not going to like that call, as it was going to be a turnover the other way. And we'll check the number on that one as it's the 3rd team foul on the Walthill Blue Jays. First personal foul on Kobe Smith. 27-26. It is the Blue Jays lead by 1. 1:30 to play till halftime. It was a 3-point lead at the end of the first quarter, though, for the Cardinals. And now a push from behind goes against Tyler Lovejoy. His first personal foul, team's 4th. Randolph Cardinals have 5 team fouls. The Walthill Blue Jay up to 4. Of course, once you get to 7, it's a 1-on-1 opportunity. 27-26, the Blue Jays still lead by 1. Denton Cool takes the easy inbound around Webster and bodies up Webster for the 2-point bucket and regains the lead. Cool now has 8 points in the game, 4 points each quarter. Regains the lead for the Randolph Cardinals up 28-27. Here's Sheridan. Thought about a 3, no good there. As Webster works at right side. Jumper from Lamotte is up and good. And Orion Lamotte gets his first bucket of the game. And back and forth battle we go. 29-28. Walthill with the 1-point advantage. A minute to play till halftime. Defensive chance for the Blue Jays across the way here from Ponca High School in the D1-5 Subdistrict Final. Cool takes it right wing. Denton Cool trying to get it inside of Logan Nordhus, not there, so he dribbles it left side. Stubbs takes possession. Now works the top of the key, Logan Nordhus. Matched up with Kobe Smith. Right side, Denton Cool takes it for the Cardinals. Randolph big man goes inside, and it's going to be Stubbs fouled on the way in the shooting motion. And it looks like Lamotte was down there to pick up the personal foul. We'll check the number on the call, and that is correct. That's his first personal foul, team's 5th. Both teams up to 5 team fouls each. And the Cardinals need to get out of a missing foul shot slump here. They're 0 for 3 from the foul line. And Stubbs will change that as he knocks down his first points of competition. And first foul shot up and good. Back in the game, Judson Hickson steps in the competition as he'll step in here for Landon Anderson. Hickson got a bucket in the first quarter. Of course, with that foul shot for Stubbs, makes a tie ball game, and it still is tied as Stubbs goes 1 of 2 from the foul line, and we're tied 29 all. 34 seconds to play till the end of the second quarter. Walthill could hold for the last shot if they would like, but they like to run the fast-paced offense. As Sheridan works it outside now. Here's Porter, maybe noticing he wants to hold. Sheridan left wing will pull for a 3 and drains the triple. Sheridan, that's going to get him going as he knocks down his first bucket of competition, and it's a 3-point lead. 15 seconds till halftime. As Walthill does have one more foul to give if they want to use it. And it's going to be a turnover in the front court by Randolph. And with 6.5 seconds to play till halftime, the Walthill Blue Jays are going to pull for the last shot. 32-29. The Walthill Blue Jays lead by the largest of their evening by 3, and they can extend it right here. Porter goes left side Sheridan. Back to Porter. 2 seconds. 3 on the way. No good. And that's going to do it for the end of first half of play. It was the Randolph Cardinals winning the first quarter by 3. And, well, coming back from 3 down and taking a 3-point lead at the halftime will be the Walthill Blue Jays, who lead 32-29 at halftime. Of course, this is the Class D1 Area 5 Subdistrict title game. And the Blue Jays work it right side. Halliwell now is actually outside the zone, so Coach has made a change, and he's put Sheridan inside the paint instead of Halliwell. As the ball works at far corner, Kobe Smith skips it left side, 3 on the way for Porter. And Porter is going to knock down his second triple of the game. And early scoring for the Walthill Blue Jays to take their largest lead of the evening, up 35-29. Here comes Logan Nordhus, team high 13 points, top of the key. Ball is stripped by Smith, and now we have a battle for the ball. Players hitting the deck, and it's going to be the other way, as it's going to be Stubbs with possession here for Randolph. He throws it away, top of the key. Here comes Kobe Smith the other way. Smith, layup over the falling defender. It is a charge called. Not going to make the Walthill Blue Jay fan base happy, but a charge is called. And we'll check the number on the board. As, of course, it's Kobe Smith jumping over the defender. Didn't see who took the charge there for the Blue Jays. Second personal foul on Smith, team's first of the second half. We played a minute in the third quarter. We've already had some excitement. Blue Jays, of course, up 35-29. Denton Cool, second on the team and scoring with 8 points. Works it back outside to Stubbs. Stubbs down. Here's Landon Anderson, top of the key. Run a little flex offense here as Logan Nordhus works it left side. Here's Stubbs. Stubbs now gets inside the arc, but back outside top key Cool. Logan Nordhus, still team high 13 points, was limited to 2 points in the second quarter. Both players that went double figure scoring in the first quarter had limited scoring or none. And of course, none for Kobe Smith, or to be DeAndre Webster in the second quarter. Here's Cool, right side in the hands. Connor Bloomquist, layup in the paint, no good. Rebound, tips around into the hands of Webster. Long possession offensively there for the Cardinals, and the Blue Jays not waiting around anywhere in the front court. As Porter, wraparound pass goes into the body, and of course the Blue Jay fan base wanting an and-one, but Sheridan fights through the contact. Jaden Sheridan picks up his first points of the game, and it's all Blue Jays in the second half, outscoring the Cardinals 5-0 to take an 8-point lead, 37-29. That fires up the Blue Jay fan base. A little defensive chain as Stubbs works it right side to Cool. Denton Cool trying to get it inside. The Bloomquist not there. Here's Logan Nordhus. Takes the layup. He's going up on. Nope, it's going to be a shooting foul. Looks like he was going to try and pass it around the back of his head, but he actually lost the ball. And it's going to be a personal foul on Graydon Halliwell. His first personal foul, team second in the third quarter. And it will be Logan Nordhus back to the foul line. He missed an and-one opportunity back in the first quarter of play, and he will miss the foul shot. 1 of 6 from the foul line of the Cardinals, and Coach Mark Anderson not going to be happy with his foul shooting for his team. That's what's keeping basically the Blue Jays ahead. They are 4 of 5 from the foul line, and of course have scored 5 points in the third quarter. The Cardinals now have scored 1, as Logan Nordhus extends his team high 14 points. First points in the second half for the Cardinals at the 5:40 mark in the third quarter. Halliwell tries to throw the ball down a little bit. Cool lifts his leg about hip high and kicks the ball out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Walthill Blue Jays, up by 7, 37-30, as Kobe Smith takes the ball on the far corner, working it out of the corner, and he is pushed from the side, and that will be the first team foul on the Randolph Cardinals in second half action, as it's going to be Denton Cool on the push. His second personal foul, team's first of the second half. Another inbound from the far sideline as Howell for the Blue Jays, again working it right to left here on your radio dial in second half action, works it to Kobe Smith. Smith trying to skip it left side to Porter, but Smith will just take it in and lay it in. Again, he stands 6'4", folks, and he has lengthy arms, and Smith will pick up his 9 points of competition. And now the Blue Jays have definitely picked up their third quarter action, scoring 7 points to 1 in the third quarter over the Cardinals. 39-30, back to a 9-point lead. Here's Cool. Can't get it inside, so he goes left side to Logan Nordhus, who had his hot three-point shooting cool down. As Stubbs will try and lay it in. No good there, and a defensive rebound go the other way. Here's Sheridan, who's pressured by Stubbs in the backcourt, goes left side to Porter. Porter into Smith. Logan Nordhus gets a hand on it. A lot of body contact there, but it's going to be Walthill coming up with the ball. And here comes Howell, dicing around the defense, and he gets it up and good. And Braden Howell, he's going to get his 8 points of competition. And Walthill, they are definitely all sorts of fired up in the third quarter, up by 11 now. And Coach Mark Anderson not like what he sees. He's going to take a full timeout, try and regroup the team. And at the full timeout on the court, we'll take one with him. 41-30. Walthill Blue Jays lead by 11. 4:40 to play in third quarter action. Back in 1 minute on Big Red Country 104.9.
Go Blue Jays, go Blue Jays, go! Go Blue Jays, go Blue Jays, go!
Put your knee right in it.
Let's go now, Jays!
And back in action from Ponca High School. Early going, of course, here from the third quarter, about the halfway point in the Class D1 Area 5 Subdistrict tournament game. As early going, it's Halliwell reaching in for a personal foul, his second, team's third of the third quarter. And now it's going to be Logan Nordhus. Lost the ball off his hip, but he saves it from going out of bounds. Here's Landon Anderson. Ball tipped inside to Cool. Logan Nordhus works the left side into the hands of Stubbs. Stubbs off the screen right from Bloomquist. Swung right side. Here's Cool. Inside to Bloomquist. Quickly back out. Logan Nordhus, three on the way. No good. And it's going to be Cool. Had the offensive rebound. Tips it out now to the hands of Landon Anderson. Anderson takes it right side to Cool. Denton Cool, 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. His team down by 11, 41-30. Bloomquist comes off a curl cut, goes left side. Three on the way. Landon Anderson can't get the three to fall. Another offensive rebound for Denton Cool. And now we have a hold on the baseline. And the fouls keep racking up on the Walthill Blue Jays, and that's going to be back-to-back fouls here on Grayson Halliwell. He'll have to step out with his three personal fouls. Team fourth in second half action. Lamote back in the game. He has 2 points off the bench here for the Walthill Blue Jays. Ball inbound left side. Here's Stubbs with possession. One-on-one with Porter. Going to work it right side, though, and a handoff to Cool. Denton Cool, little dribble weave action as Anderson works it near corner into the hands of Bloomquist. Bloomquist on a handoff. Here's Stubbs with possession. Then a 3.5 to play in the third quarter. Stubbs, the jumper is up and good. First bucket scored in the third quarter as Mason Stubbs gets his first bucket as well. He has 3 points on the night. Makes it a 41-32 deficit now as it's going to be lost out of bounds. Thrown out of bounds, you would say, by Webster. And Randolph gets what they wanted. They get a bucket in the front court and a turnover in the backcourt. And Schnorr steps in for Landon Anderson, playing with those two personal fouls. Only player really in foul trouble for Coach Mark Anderson and the Cardinals. Quick inbound. It goes to Cool down the front court to Schnorr. Anders Schnorr going to work it now left side. He's going to drive around the screen and fakes the pass once, fakes the pass twice, and now goes right side to Cool. Denton Cool drives inside around Webster, goes out to Schnorr. 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Here's going to be Bloomquist drives the baseline. He's trapped on the baseline, back outside to Stubbs. Right side for Cool. shot over Webster is no good. Defensive rebound into the hands of Jaden Sheridan. Here comes Sheridan in the front court here for the Blue Jays of Walthill. Leads 41-32. As Lamote goes left side for Porter. Porter now near corner Webster. Webster for the Blue Jays skips it right side. Lamote will trigger a three, and he will drain the triple. Lamote has 5 points, so that's another three in the third quarter alone. And the Blue Jays find themselves down by 12, 44-32. Still have a whole 8-minute quarter to play in the fourth quarter, but 2.5 left in the third quarter. Cardinals have to try and limit the damage in the third, and Logan Nordhus will miss the jumper. Offensive putback for Cool is no good, but he is fouled by Webster. It's going to be the fifth team foul on the Blue Jays already in the second half. We still have a whole quarter plus 2:21 to play. And Webster will pick up his second personal foul. So we'll see foul shots. This is when the foul shots are key here for the Randolph Cardinals. As Denton Cool goes to the foul line, he has missed 2 previous foul shots. 8 points all in the first half, 4 each quarter, and he will make the first foul shot. As 2 of the 4 points in the third quarter have come from the foul line. As Logan Nordhus has gone 1 of 2. Stubbs steps out. Landon Anderson back in the game here for the Randolph Cardinals. Again, both teams only substituting 2 subs off the bench, only playing 7 players. And both foul shots good for Denton Cool. That's what you want to see here for the Randolph Cardinals, making a 10-point ball game, 44-34. As Porter takes the left side, skips the right side to Lamote. He's a three-point shooter. He's a deep threat as well, I should say. Ball goes far corner. Kobe Smith having a quiet second half. Actually to the far short corner, back out to Smith. Lamote wide open for 3 again, and he will miss, though, this time. Deep with the rebound for Landon Anderson, and Anderson will look to grid around Sheridan in the front court. Coach Mark Anderson wants his team to run with it and try and come back with a 10-point deficit as Cool will drive the baseline. Goes back outside to Bloomquist. Here's Schnorr's possession. We'll see another substitute off the bench. Hickson check back in the game for the Cardinals. Next dead ball. Cool. Jumper over Webster is left short, and a deep rebound for Kobe Smith. Minute 30 to play in third quarter action. 10-point lead for the Blue Jays, 44-34. Lamote goes left side Porter. Here's Webster near corner, trapped in the corner. Porter back outside, pump fakes. She's going to lob it inside to Smith, and it's going to be a foul on the Randolph Cardinals as Denton Cool tied up with Kobe Smith on the baseline. And they're going to get the second team foul on the Randolph Cardinals, and Cool picking up his third personal foul. As we'll see Bloomquist step out for the Cardinals. As back in the game, Justin Hickson, 2 points off the bench for the Cardinals. Minute 22 to play in third quarter action. Ball inbounder here to Porter. Going to work at top of the key. He'll work it now left side, Lamote. He's made a couple threes here, actually 1 3 in the second half. As ball goes inside of Sheridan. Now left side, Lamote. He'll shoot another 3 and miss it, though. As defensive rebound here for Denton Cool. Still a 10-point deficit for the Cardinals. As Schnorr gets it deep in the paint, tipped around, and we have a jump ball. No, not a jump ball. It's still on the deck. Bodies are flying everywhere, and Logan Nordhus will just pick it up off the ground. Under a minute to play till the end of the third quarter, and Landon Anderson drives all the way, and it's stripped from behind, but a foul is called. And we'll see if it's a shooting foul. There's Landon Anderson going in, and it's going to be Sheridan, who grabbed him on the wrist in shooting motion. He agrees. He raised up his hand, said, I committed it. And the bad thing is that's the 6th team foul the rest of the way from 7 through 9. It's going to be 1-on-1 opportunity for the Cardinals. And, of course, after 10 will be 2-shot foul. Landon Anderson, no foul shots on the night thus far, but he makes the first one of 2. He has 3 points in the night. Bloomquist back in the game. And it will be Cool stepping out for the final 51.5 seconds to play in the third quarter. 9-point ball game, 44-35. First time it's been under 10 here for a while for the Randolph Cardinals, and looking to make it 8. No, he cannot, making only 1 of 2 from the foul line. As the Cardinals, though, have made 4 of 6 from the foul line. Kobe Smith will save the ball from going in the backcourt, and it's Porter. He'll shoot a triple left side, and the three-point shooting continues as Porter knocks down his third triple and puts it back out over a double-digit lead, 47-35. And Kobe Smith gets a steal in the backcourt. Jumper from Sheridan is no good. And a defensive rebound here for Landon Anderson. Final 25 seconds of play. Into the front court. Let's see if the Cardinals hope for the last shot or try and get something in transition. They will hope for the last shot. Bloomquist in the far corner works it back, top of the key. He's going to drive inside. Back out to Logan Nordhus. Ball is blocked by Kobe Smith. And now Porter finds Smith in the front court. And Kobe Smith is going to make the layup. Kobe Smith is going to get his 11 points of competition. And it's going to do it for the end of third quarter action. The Walthill Blue Jays pick up right where they left off at the end of the second quarter, and they take a 49-35 lead at the end of the third. Back in 1 minute for fourth quarter action, and Randolph Cardinals have a lot of work to do here, down double digits on Big Red Country 104.9. So after the Walthill Blue Jays outscored the Cardinals 13-7 in the second quarter, the Blue Jays outscored the Cardinals 17-6 in third quarter action. Randolph has possession to start the fourth quarter, but they are down 14 points, 49-35. It is Landon Anderson. Possession goes right side in the hands of Stubbs. Stubbs around the screen, goes all the way up and under, layup too strong, and a tipped rebound in the hands of Kobe Smith. 11 points each now for Kobe Smith and DeAndre Webster. Webster has yet to score since the first quarter, 11 points. Kobe Smith has kind of produced it throughout the three quarters of play. On the other hand, joining Logan Nordhus, the double-digit scoring with 14 points. 10 points for Denton Cool. And now we have a foul on the defensive side for Mason Stubbs, took the personal foul. Only the team's third, but if you want to start forcing Walthill to shoot foul shots later in the fourth quarter, you got to start using those fouls wisely. And I would say Cool uses it wisely, but picks up his second personal foul. That's Mason Stubbs. Ball goes left side to Porter. Porter has hit 3 threes for his 9 points for the Walthill Blue Jays. Ball goes far corner. Here's Kobe Smith. Inside to Lovejoy. Tyler Lovejoy misses the layup. Off at the rebound, though. Putback is up and good for Jaden Sheridan. Starts the scoring first in the fourth quarter for either team. Has 7 points on the night. And Randolph almost turns the ball over in the backcourt. But they do find themselves down by the largest deficit in the evening, 51-35. And Connor Bloomquist will turn it over almost in the front court. Coming up with it is Logan Nordhus, and here comes Stubbs. A lot of work to do here for the Randolph Cardinals, one possession at a time, and Logan Nordhus will miss the layup. Defensive rebound for Porter. Walthill and Randolph both lost in their sub-district title game last year, and one team will continue on and pick up their 19th team win. Both teams 18 wins, and Sheridan will miss the layup. Defensive rebound into the hands of Stubbs. Bodies are starting to hit the deck here, and we hope that it doesn't get too out of hand, and we'll see this officiating crew take control. 16 fouls for Walthill, 3 for Randolph, though. Cool takes the top of the key. And, of course, second on the scoring for Randolph with 10 points. Goes to the right side to Stubbs. Stubbs ties up ankles, falls on the ground, but it goes over to Logan Nordhus. Will do the extra pass. Cool missed the jumper. Nordhus off with the putback. Gets the friendly roll. And Logan Nordhus, that's his first bucket in the second half. Does have a team-high 16 points after he scored 13 first-half points. And we'll have a full timeout on the court here taken by the Walthill head coach, that being Ryan Stansberry. We'll keep this one actually right here. We've been kind of stoppage of play every now and then. It's going to be 5:58 to play in competition. Gets you caught up to speed here at a half. It was 32-29. Randolph down by 3. Backing up even a little more. Randolph led by 3 at the end of the first quarter, 22-19. Of course, the Walthill Blue Jays outscored the Cardinals in the second quarter, 13-7. And then in the third quarter, it was a 17-6 outscoring Walthill over Randolph. And we started the fourth quarter 49-35 with a 14-point lead for Walthill. And they've extended that up 51-37. 5:58 to play in competition, of course. And, of course, the winner of the D1-5 sub-district title game in boys action takes on the winner of the D1-6 sub-district title game. Either Osmond or Boyd County battling it out in the D1-6 tournament at Creighton High School. And, of course, that being set for the district title game played next Tuesday for D1 and D2 schools. March 1st, while C1 and C2 schools will pick up play on Monday, February 29th. The way Randolph's playing here, we might only have one district boys title game. Might try and pick up the Winnebago if they hold off GACC tonight. And, of course, they play either Ponca or Hardington Cedar Catholic from our area as well. Out of the timeout on the court. Near corner here, Sheridan. One-hand hook pass over to the far corner. Goes to the hands of Kobe Smith. He'll shoot a jumper. It swoops out deep at the rebound into the hands of Landon Anderson. So Anderson gets the front court to Stubbs. Let's see if the Cardinals can do something here. Down 51-37. 5.5 to play in the game. Nordhus works the left side. Here's Anderson now back to Logan Nordhus. Logan Nordhus sees an opening. He'll take it up and under and one. As Kobe Smith gets on the top of the noggin. And that's going to be Kobe Smith, third personal foul, team 7th, and one opportunity, though, for Logan Nordhus as he makes the bucket for his 18 points of competition to lead the Cardinals in scoring. And we'll have an and one opportunity here for Logan Nordhus, who has made 1 of 3 from the foul line, 1 of 2 back in the third quarter for his only third quarter point. And the foul shot is good to make it an 11-point ball game. Nordhus up to 19 points in the game. That's what his average is, at 19 points per game. He'd like to surpass that margin, though, with his team back down by 11, 51-40. Randolph fan base going to try and get a little deep for the chance, and that's going to force a turnover in the backcourt, or in the front court, as Tyler Lovejoy turns it over for the Walthill Blue Jays. And, of course, playing in the place of Hallowell and Porter, who have been on the bench here for a while, as Coach Stransberry using his subs wisely. He'll bring Hallowell back in the game after the next dead ball. Logan Nordhus had the N1 opportunity last time down. He'll work it right side for Stubbs. Looking in for Cool out there. Logan Nordhus swung left side. Here's Landon Anderson in possession. 5 minutes to play in the game. Cool looking inside for Bloomquist. Not there. He'll find a wide open three from Nordhus, who has gone quiet from behind the arc. And that's going to be a foul on the Cardinals. Again, they have to get close to that 17 foul, so might as well go hard for the ball. And if you knock it away, you knock it away. Otherwise, you pick up the foul. And it's going to be on Logan Nordhus, his first personal foul, team's fourth now of the second half. Tyler Lovejoy steps out. Hallowell back in the game. Hallowell had a great first through third quarter action. 8 points. He did not come out to start the fourth quarter. Most likely he'll play the remainder of the 4:51. We'll see how much longer Porter stays on the bench, as Lamotte having a good second half as well, knocking down a 3-point bucket in the third quarter. Sheridan works it back outside to Porter. Looks like they're just going to waste some time now, throwing it around the 2-3 zone. It looks like Coach Mark Anderson is going to really extend this 1-3-1. Ball goes right side of Lamotte. Nope, he's not waiting around anymore. He'll shoot a three. But a long shot makes a long rebound, and Porter throws it down low to Kobe Smith, who dribbles it off his knee out of bounds. And a turnover on the Blue Jays. And we go back the other way. Randolph Cardinals with possession, down 51-40, looking to get something going here. Bloomquist in the backcourt. Now works it over to Stubbs. Mason Stubbs goes left side. Here's Logan Nordhus, the on hand. Basically get it right back to him, you would say. But Kobe Smith, the best player for the Walthill Blue Jays, is going to pick up him. And that way Stubbs is going to drive inside. He is fouled. Of course, the Randolph fan base wants to see a two-shot foul because the bucket was good. But Stubbs will go to the foul line for a one-on-one opportunity. Second personal foul to Lamotte, team 8. And we'll see a one-on-one opportunity here for Mason Stubbs, who is 1 of 2 from the foul line. And he also hit a 2-point bucket in the third quarter for his 3 points in the ball game. He'll look to make the front end of the 1-and-1 to make it back to a 10-point deficit, and he will do so. 4 points on the night for Stubbs, averages 6 from the season for this 18-4 Randolph Cardinal squad. 51-41. Walthill leads by 10. This to make it a 9-point game. It is. Mason Stubbs makes it a 9-point ball game. 51-42. Can Randolph come back and hold this Walthill hot shooting team from behind the arc? Lamotte, though, has turned it over a few times. We'll see how much longer he stays in the court as Porter's still on the bench. Check that. That's actually Webster that's on the bench. He's had the quiet hand after his 11 first quarter points, and Porter's on the court. We have a timeout called by Coach Stransberry. We'll take one with him. 30-second timeout. 4:01 to play in fourth quarter action. 51-42 Walthill leads. Back in 30 on Big Red Country 104.9. And out of the timeout from Coach Stransberry, saw his team about to turn the ball over. And he takes the timeout to calm them down as Porter takes the inbound. He's just going to hold, and that's what Coach Stransberry is going to do. Coach Mark Anderson says you got to guard him and force Walthill to turn the ball over. They're just going to play keep away. We'll see if Coach Mark Anderson goes to a man-to-man defense as Porter backs all the way up to the half-court stripe. Him and Lamotte playing keep away. Now it's going to be Howell. Goes inside of Sheridan, and we have a foul called against Bloomquist, and you got to try it anyway. Team's fifth. You need a couple more fouls to start forcing them to shoot. And it's going to be on Connor Bloomquist, picking up his second personal foul, team's fifth. So 2 more fouls until they get to the 1-on-1 opportunity to force Walthill to shoot some foul shots. Otherwise, Walthill is just going to play keep away. And Howell will take it to Smith on the right wing. Smith goes back outside to Lamotte on the left side by the 10-foot volleyball line, just waiting for maybe Walthill to throw it away. And that's what they do. Turn it over in the front court. Ball on the deck. Kobe Smith ties up with a player from Randolph, Landon Anderson, and jump ball will favor the Walthill Blue Jays. So they use their alternating possession arrow. It will go to the Wildcats here after, It will go to the Randolph Cardinals after this foul shot as they will slipperiness on the floor. As we're set to go, both teams are very tired, you can see, and when you only play 7 players on the court, you're going to get some tired people that maybe don't even come out of the game. As ball goes left side to Porter, and Randolph just playing keep away again. They almost turned the ball over in the backcourt, and it will be a timeout before the foul or a travel or a jump ball, and it will be a timeout before the other whistle was blown, called by Coach Ryan Stransberry. We'll see what it is. 3:18 to play in fourth quarter action. Full timeout on the court. We'll take one with them. 51-42. Walthill leads Randolph back in 1 minute on the Wildcats, on Big Red Country 104.9.
Could have been a foul. Some fellas will get in a bonus. You still have fouls. 10 clock.
And right away out of the timeout, it's going to be the Walthill Blue Jays inbounding in the backcourt. Porter goes all the way in the front court and takes a step back to the backcourt, and that's a turnover on the Walthill Blue Jays. That's just what the Randolph Cardinals drew up. And, of course, the Cardinals have outscored the Blue Jays in the fourth quarter 7-2, and a hard foul there. Ninth team foul against the Walthill Blue Jays as Graydon Hallowell goes flying across the paint. His fourth personal foul, team's ninth. So we'll be seeing a one-on-one opportunity here. Last one-on-one opportunity for the Randolph Cardinals. Landon Anderson made only 1 of 2 last time he was at the foul line. First foul shot is up and good. He'll get the right to shoot the back, and he now has 4 points. 2 from the foul line, 2 from a bucket in the first quarter. And the Randolph Cardinals down 51-43. 3:11 to play in competition. That's going to be some foul shooting competition here for both teams, and it will be another foul shot good for Landon Anderson, who's up to 5 points on the night. 7-point ball game, 51-44. Howell trying to get into the front court. He beats the backcourt violation, and Sheridan will get trapped outside top of the key. Cardinals have to foul 2 more times before they get in the bonus. They're trying to force another turnover, though, so they don't have to waste the foul. And it's going to be a 3 by Porter. I corrected. It's Webster. Webster was scoreless for the last 2 entire quarters. He is not scoreless anymore. Team high 14 points. And it's back to a 10-point, 54-44. Walthill lead. Logan Nordhus, his three-pointer is blocked. And that's going to be a hold, on Kobe Smith. Kobe Smith held Logan Nordhus. And I think we're going to be seeing 3 foul shots. No, they're going to only say 2. It was on the ground. It was on the ground after the 3 was released by Logan Nordhus, and Coach Ryan Stransberry will get the explanation. Walthill fan base obviously not happy with the call across the way from us, and they're going to boo the officiating crew, but it is the 4th personal foul on Kobe Smith. He is second on the team in scoring now with 11 points. He has yet to score in the fourth quarter after DeAndre Webster made that 3-pointer from the near corner last time down. So 2 foul shots coming here after the 10th team foul is picked up by the Blue Jays, and the foul shooting continues. Logan Nordhus misses the first foul shot. He has now missed 3 foul shots on the night. He is 2 of 5 from the foul line. Looking to try and go 3 of 6 maybe and make it a 9-point ball game. It is up and a good. So he goes 3 of 6 from the foul line. He has 20 points in the game to lead all scorers. So Sheridan takes the ball in the front court. Kobe Smith then walks with it as he drags the pivot foot from behind in possession. We'll go back to the Randolph Cardinals, and Walthill Blue Jay fans base has to be careful there as they made contact with the official on his way back on the sideline. And we don't want to get anybody thrown out, obviously, with the final 2:24 to play in the game. 54-45, Walthill leads the entire second half. Ball goes inside of Bloomquist. Back outside, Landon Anderson, a three. He'll knock down the triple. Landon Anderson gets his first three-point bucket to fall. And now the 6th-team foul is picked up in the backcourt, but the next one will go to bonus-wise, and it's going to be Subs picking up his third personal foul, team 6. That last three-point bucket makes it a 6-point game, a two-possession contest here, 54-48. 16 fouls here now in the Cardinals. They look to get a steal in the backcourt and then look to foul in the front court. It goes in the front court. Kobe Smith. They're going to back away from the defense. Now goes right side. Here's Porter. Far corner Sheridan. Wisely doesn't shoot the three. Makes Randolph come and guard him. Webster, though, he has the hot hand. He misses the three, though, and Denton Cool gets the defensive rebound. 1:50 to play in competition as the Cardinals get the ball into the front court. Here's Landon Anderson. Made the three-point bucket last time down. A three would make it a three-point ball game. Denton Cool goes right side. Here's Stubbs, a three-pointer, and it's good. It's a three-point ball game, folks. And 54-51, the Randolph Cardinals come all the way back down by double-digit points, so they make it a three-point ball game. We'll keep this timeout on the court. 30-second right here. We'll keep it here, though. 54-51, and the Randolph Cardinals have came all the way back to make it a three-point ball game. The Walthill Blue Jays have not played well down the line with their double-digit lead. They've been shooting, not forcing Randolph to come guard them, to force them to foul. Of course, Randolph's next team foul for the next three, you would say, 7, 8, and 9, will be one-on-one opportunities for the Walthill Blue Jays, who have yet to shoot a foul shot in the second half. There are 4 or 5 from the first half, which is the entire game from the foul line. We'll calculate up the totals here in the second half from the foul line, but the Randolph Cardinals have definitely picked up their play in second half action, and you got to be careful if you're Kobe Smith for the Walthill Blue Jays. He is playing with 4 personal fouls, and he is a reason why this team is up by 3 right now, with his second on the team and scoring 11 points. So 54-51, defensive chant continues. What the Randolph Cardinals have lived off of the mistakes of the Walthill Blue Jays. 1:30 to play in the game. As ball goes in the front court here, Hallowell breaks the trap, and now goes back top key Kobe Smith. Porter, left side, now right side, off the noggin of Howell, and they steal in the backcourt. No, Denton Cool fouls before he gets the ball, and that will be a one-on-one opportunity for Howell. And it's going to be, one-on-one opportunity for Howell. 4th personal foul now on Denton Cool, team 7th. 54-51, 1:17 to play in the game, and we'll see foul shots. The first time we mentioned here in the second half. One-on-one opportunity here. It's the 7th team foul. As they got maybe something on the court, they're going to look to clean it up here, maybe get a towel on the court, and they're going to get one of the Randolph towels and wipe up some sweat on the court, but Howell will shoot a one-on-one opportunity. And again, the Walthill Blue Jays have made no foul shots in the second half. They have not attempted a foul shot in the second half, but they are 4 of 5 from the first half of play. And Howell, he is 2 of 2 from the foul line, as he is 4th on the team at scoring now with 8 points. Scored 6 of his 8 in the first half. So Howell, front end of the 1-and-1, is up and good. He's up to 9 points for the game. Another foul shot would get him to join Kobe Smith with 11 and a team-high 14 from DeAndre Webster. Now it's 55-51, and Howell, another foul shot, will make it 56-51. And it now extends back out to a 5-point Blue Jay lead with 1:16 to play in the game. The Cardinals have to get in the front court for a quick 2, and that's what Connor Bloomquist tries to do. Gets it back outside now into the hands of Landon Anderson, who throws it away, overthrows Logan Nordhus, and now the Cardinals, they have to foul as soon as the ball gets to the front court, and Porter goes into the shoe of Logan Nordhus. Kicking violation, and possession will stay with the Walthill Blue Jays. As Randolph Cardinals will foul right off the inbound if they cannot get the 5-second call. 58.4 seconds to play in competition. Walthill leads 56-51, and inbound goes to Kobe Smith. He is fouled. They're seeing that lead extend again, and foul shots being made. Kobe Smith keeps the perfect foul shooting in the fourth quarter alive. 3 of 3 for the foul line as a team. Smith is now 2 of 3 from the foul line. He's up to 12 points in the game and make it 13 as he makes both foul shots. And the Blue Jays have scored 4 consecutive points from the foul line to make it a 7-point ball game. Logan Nordhus going to drive inside, gets around the defense, up and under is up and good. And Coach Mark Anderson going to take a timeout as Nordhus picks up now his another bucket in the fourth quarter. Full timeout. We'll calculate that into the timeout. 47.4 seconds to play in competition. Walthill 58, Randolph 53. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Back in 30 seconds on Figure Out Country 104.9. Back in action from Ponca High School as that last bucket for Logan Nordhus gives him a team-high 24 points to lead all scorers, and definitely would be our Cardinal player of the game and Subway player of the game if his team can come back and hold and win and come back from the 5-point deficit. 58-53. After it, of course, was a 3-point ball game, the Walthill Blue Jays make 4 consecutive foul shots, and of course Logan Nordhus just makes the 2-point bucket. Ball inbounded, it goes into the hands of Sheridan. He's fouled quickly. That's the ninth team foul, and that's going to do it for the last one-on-one opportunity. We'll see if it's on Denton Cool. That's going to be his 5th. If it is so, he was in the vicinity, and it's not, though. It's going to be on Mason Stubbs. That's going to be his 4th personal foul as well. So both Stubbs and Cool have 4 personal fouls each. 9 team fouls now on the Randolph Cardinals. Last one-on-one opportunity, as it will be Sheridan. Front end of the one-and-one goes up and down. So all the front end of the one-and-one have been made. And Jaden Sheridan had a slow start in the first half, only scoring 3 points. So the second quarter, he has picked up his play in the second half, scoring now 5 points for 8 points on the night, looking for his 9th from a foul shot. It goes up and is good so. The Walthill Blue Jays have made 6 consecutive foul shots compared to the Cardinals' 2-point bucket to make it a 7-point ball game. 60-53. Stubbs will shoot another 3, and he'll drain the triple. Stubbs makes the 3-point bucket, his 2nd of the night, and now it's a 4-point ball game as we have another foul in the backcourt, but now it is 2 shot fouls the remainder of the game, and it will be called. Check the number on the foul there. It's going to be called against Connor Bloomquist, his 3rd, team's 10th. So sitting back to the foul line, Grayson Hallowell, who just made 2 foul shots in the fourth quarter, will shoot 2 more. He is 4 of 4 from the foul line for a 10-point performance, make it 11. And foul shots are not going to be missed by this Walthill Blue Jay team. They have made 2, 4, 6, now 7 consecutive foul shots in the fourth quarter alone after not shooting any foul shots in the third quarter and early going in the fourth quarter. And I say that, and now Hallowell misses to make it a 5-point ball game. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Last touch there by Sheridan for the Blue Jays with 30.2 seconds to play in competition. Randolph Cardinals looking for a quick 2, maybe a 3 here, as Stubbs made it last time down. He works it back outside. Here's Connor Bloomquist. Someone has to shoot. Nordhus will shoot a triple. Bricks it left side. Kobe Smith, tie up, and it's going to be a foul call. Actually, reach-in foul there on Stubbs. We'll check to see the number. I believe it's on Stubbs, and if that's the case, he will foul out with his 5th personal foul. And that is not correct. They get it on 3-4, not 2-4. So Logan Nordhus picks up his 2nd personal foul. And again, double bonus foul shots here for the Walthill Blue Jays, who have missed only 1 foul shot of 8 attempts here. Back to the foul line, Kobe Smith. He's made 2 of 2 from the foul line this fourth quarter, and it is up and good. Foul shots is what it is going to come down to, and foul shots is what it is. 62-56, 22.7 seconds to play in competition. Walthill just has to continue to make foul shots, and they will send Randolph home. Of course, not over yet on the season for both these teams, as Kobe Smith does miss the foul shot, but it's an offensive rebound all the way back out to Porter. Check that, Webster. And it's going to be now fouling out of the ballgame. Mason Stubbs picks up his 1st personal foul. He ends his night 3, 6, 9, 11 points as Mason Stubbs scores 2 triples in the fourth quarter. And we'll see Andrew Schnorr come into the ballgame as Coach Mark Anderson using his time wisely. And of course, to the approval of the fan base, Mason Stubbs, a junior, he'll be back next year. Seniors on this team, Landon Anderson, Connor Bloomquist, and Denton Poole. Also, we haven't seen Axel Alvarez, a senior off the bench. Haven't seen him yet tonight. With 19.1 seconds to play in competition, and Webster knocks down the first foul shot. He's up to 15 points in the game. Mentioning before, power points wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Walthill is 7th in the power points. Check that. Walthill is 6th in the power points. Second foul shot, no good for Webster. Randolph is right behind them in 7th, so still a chance if, of course, the next 6 teams or 5 to 6 teams win ahead of them and their sub-district and district title game. 3 on the way by Andrew Schnorr makes it a 4-point ball game. Still not over yet, folks, with 5.8 seconds to play in the game. Andrew Schnorr will get his first bucket of competition and causing everybody to stand up and sit down, stand up and sit down, and that's going to be the last timeout called by Coach Mark Anderson. We'll keep it right here. 4-point ball game. It's going to take some missed foul shots, of course, for this Walthill Blue Jays school. 59 for the Randolph Cardinals, 63 for the Walthill Blue Jays. Blue Jays just have to try and get it in and not turn the ball over and get fouled, and they have to go the other way, make the 2 foul shots. Otherwise, Randolph would like to get a steal in the bucket quickly. They are down 2 possessions, though, unless somehow you miraculously foul off a 3-point shot and you get the and 1. That would make it a tie ball game, and that would be a first in a lifetime I would see for me in the broadcasting era. But the Randolph Cardinals, they came back all the way down by 15-plus points, made it a 3-point game at 1 point, and then saw that, of course, deficit extend back out to a Walthill lead, making 7 of 8 consecutive foul shots. And now Walthill will break the huddle and look to inbound it on the baseline. Randolph will match up defensively, and it looks like we're going to stand up for the rest of the evening. Doesn't bother me. 5.8 seconds to play in competition, 63-59. Here comes the inbound. Porter on the inbound. Little full court pressure. And it's going to go into the hands of Howell. And he's knocked on the back of the noggin there. As we'll see who picked up that personal foul. As both Landon and Anderson kind of in the vicinity there. And they're going to get actually Denton Cool, and he'll foul out. Denton Cool will finish tonight with 5 personal fouls and 10 points. Third on the team in scoring, of course, behind the 26 of Logan Nordhus, 11 of Mason Stubbs, and 10 from Denton Cool. Cool finished 2 of 4, then from the foul line as well. So foul shots, 2 of them coming to Graydon Hallowell, who has made 3 of 4 from the foul line. He's up to 11 points in competition. First foul shot is up and good. Makes it a true 2-possession lead, you say now. 5-point lead for the Blue Jays, 4.8 seconds to play in competition. Again, join us for our post-game show. We'll get you the first half, or excuse me, the competition numbers as Howell makes both foul shots. And, of course, all fourth-quarter foul shots, all but 3 have been made, and that's going to do it. The Walthill Blue Jays are the Class D1 Area 5 Subdistrict champs. They win it 65-59 after the...
Blue Jays!
Congratulations to Graydon Halloway, our Subway player of the game. Remember, at Subway, eat fresh.